Video.
Now coming up on the right, we have a super yacht. Now yachts like this, they don't belong to millionaires. They belong to billionaires. And this is his yacht. It cost him 250 million. Now these billionaires, they don't bother with hotels. If they're going somewhere, they get their crew to take their super yacht wherever they're going. Then flying on their private jet and sail their super yachts. Some of them have actually got helipads on them.
Así que se va a regresar.
It's not an uncommon sight to see one of these in London at all these days. I say, it actually turned up yesterday. And coming up on the right, you can see what's becoming more and more popular here on the Thames. You see these barges. It's become so expensive to live overlooking the river. People now go to places like Holland and Germany and buy these barges to live on. They don't look much from the outside, but inside, some of them are absolutely state of the art. Now to the left, to the small warehouse on the end, with the letter E in the middle. That's the execution dock. You would have been taken outside there at low water and chained down to the beach. Left there and over there. As we go past, there's a pub behind it. It is called the Mayflower. Take a look at the weather vane up on the top. It's a tiny little sailing ship. It was actually over there in Rotherhithe, the New World. Today we call that country America. To your left hand side, there's a small white painted building, the Prospect of Whitby, the oldest registered pub on the banks of the River Thames. Dates back to 1520, built of a church spire. This is the St Paul's Church in Shadwell. It was over there where a lady called Jane Randall was baptised. Jane Randall emigrated to America. In America, she met a man called Peter Jefferson. They got married, their first child, they called him Thomas. And Thomas Jefferson became the third ever president of the United States of America. That is the area where his mother was from. Now if you keep looking to the left, that red brick monstrosity. I know if you look down the river in front of us, and look at the skyline, you see all these tall tower blocks. It's hard to imagine it was only just over 30 years ago not one of these buildings existed. This was all the old site of the London docks. In the London docks there was a wharf where the ships come over from the Canary Islands. The Fred Olsen shipping line used to bring us cargoes of fruit to the Canary Wharf. Over the years the docks closed down and all the land was bought up by two Canadian brothers called the Reitman brothers. They have now turned this in to the new financial heart of Europe. See the building with a pointed roof and the fill over there? And for many years was the tallest tower block in Great Britain. In fact, we was always told they could never build anything taller than that over there because of the flight approach to the city airport. Obviously something has changed. You can see for yourself it's getting dwarfed by the new buildings, and it will do even more so in the next few years, as I've already given permission for at least another 15 tower blocks to come over there. They say once completed. Just one more thing before I finish up for a few minutes, and that's about the commentary itself. Now, as I said when I started and back at the tower, we're not professional guides on these boats. We are only members of the crew. We do have these talks with you on a purely voluntary basis. Now, if there is anyone on board who has listened to the commentary, enjoyed it, and would like to show any appreciation for our efforts as guides, you can do so in a few